Man, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing good. I thought let me touch up on the elephant in the room, Dudula. So Dudula, to me, is just another racist party. Dudula is just another diversion angle. Dudula is going to be almost the reverse of what Mandela and what our four freedom fighters fought for, to bring black people together. Dudula will, in my view, Dudula wants to separate black South Africa with the rest of black Africa, or anything that looks black, because seeing what Dudula has been doing and the anger, in their leader and the enthusiasm they call it, is just hate for black people. So how do I know this? I've got two examples that can be of recent that everybody can relate with. So y'all remember the case of, is it Norma? I hope I'm saying her name correct, Normandlov or Nomiandlov. The lady cop, the ex-cop, she took out insurance on a family and got them killed, black on black crime, right? And y'all will remember the guy, I think he's from the Limpopo province. He killed like 7 of his family members. And again, black on black. The guy from Limpopo took out 7 of his family members. So I'm not really surprised Dudula is here. You look at the story of Shaka Zulu, and Ndebele exists in Zimbabwe. Why? Shaka Zulu, hating on his own, black on black. So Dudula, majority thinks that this is standing for something perfect and aligned to changes, job creation, and all of that. Many people want to think that, but Dudula is just another party in the making. Dudula is just another party in the making, a front, and it's creating separation of black people. And this separation of black people, it's dire. It's telling you in your face, like, we don't want to be like you, even though we are you, but you move away from here because we need to enjoy whatever benefits that the massa are gonna provide for us. So you gotta scoot now, So they only target black people and they only target poor black people. So those folks who are selling vegetables, folks in the streets, they're the vendors. So now, what does a person selling vegetable does to job creation? The idea of Dudula, really, it's we understand what it's about. Yeah. It targets blacks. Why? Because it's self-hate, and it's an easy target. It's always easy to target something you're familiar with and something you know how it's going to retaliate and all of that. So it's almost like a family crime. Is Dudula another way of SANS asking for complete separation from the rest of African nations? So when I say SANS now, I'm not talking about the entire South Africa, because I know the entire South Africa is not Dudula. Dudula is like a little portion of black people. And maybe they now have other members I don't know of. But yeah, to me, Dudula is telling the rest of African blacks, like, we need separation here, perhaps. We don't want to see black people in South Africa who are not South African. Is that what Dudula is really trying to get us to understand? Just tell us the truth to this matter. Like, what are you really gunning for? And because there's too many things here and we're losing focus. Because today the leader can wake up and say illegal migrants with no proof. Of course they are illegal migrants, But how does he know that every person who's not South African, or how does the movement know that every person who's not South African is illegal? You know, they don't. And we have got these legal migrants, you know, just because they're foreigners, you know, they're not appreciated here, mostly black. The job blame, you know, 5% of the people, they're being blamed for almost, you know, the entire country's job crisis. Again, only black people. Truck issues, you know, all of a sudden, from nowhere again, the truck story comes back. Now they're saying, no, trucks should only be driven by South Africans, only black people. So again, black on black crime, black people. So does black South Africa want to vote maybe? Just say, do you want all black Africans out of here? You know, because where are we going with this? Because if you understand, like GBV, right, gender-based violence is one of the biggest crimes this country has. It's making the country lose a lot of money every year. And this has been here. It's been going on, you know. The story don't get touched like this. Dudula don't touch it like that, you know. They touch the poor black foreign person, you know. GBV is a very, very serious issue, which Dudula can literally like set up camps everywhere to understand what's going on and help the law enforcement, you know, with this enthusiasm, and help South Africans to actually better themselves. So now you hating all the other Africans and stuff, right? But not everyone is unproductive in the country. And most of these other Africans, they're families with majority of the South Africans, be it Indian, white, Chinese, black, you know, you name it, we're all family. So I understand these grievances, you know, I understand there is a dislocation of various things, but never hate your own, never create this division. It's so real, like Dudula was just created to target Zimbabweans firstly. And then when it's done with the Zimbabweans, then it goes and attack the Africans. But what are you doing? What are you doing? You know, address this perfectly and correctly. Someday your child, someday your grandchild, you know, your future generation may just need this Zimbabwe, this Malawi, you know, this Ghana, this Nigeria, you know, that you hate so much. Why do you hate your own people so much? You know, we heard that, okay, no illegal foreigners. That we heard. We heard, okay, everyone has to be documented. That is heard. The police, the law enforcement, the government is busy. But still, we find Dudula every weekend, always on a weekend, they're attacking poor black Africans. Why? Why? So, is there a God only for South Africans? Is there a God for only black South Africans here? Because if we all say we pray to God, God hates this. God don't like this division. Some lady today say, oh, this Kwere is quite nice. It sounds like he knows it is time to pack up. See, just judge me like that. So a black South African, do they really see another black person who's not South African as a person? How do you cry racism when you're just xenophobic and racist to your own? How do we expect some other people to love us and we hate our own? It's not my fault that I was born in Zimbabwe. It's not my fault that I am in South Africa. And if you understand, majority of my people who are mentally equipped, they are helping this country move forward. So is there hate here? Is there jealousy amongst blacks? You see your other brothers, your sisters doing something, you don't like that. Why don't you just ask them, how can I get to where you at? How about we swallow pride here and just help teach one another the skills, because it's the skills that has to be imparted. But how do you get skills imparted when you just hate? You talk foul, I don't even care about what you're saying, And, oh yeah, they've got smelling armpits, My armpits, my friend, they've got Lacoste essentials. They smell really good. My toiletries alone, they cost just about roughly 1.5, So don't worry about that. But I get it. Some of our African people, the hygiene is not, do you know why? They do not have the resources. They're trying. So instead of you calling them stinking Africans, stinking black, just be helpful. Just shush. Just don't say anything. You're not helping nobody. Even say, okay, your leader becomes a president. Which South Africa is he going to run exactly? What attitude? What is this? Just come out, tell us exactly what the agenda is here. Is it a separation of black South Africans with the entire black African nation everywhere? What is this? The government is busy working. We see that. The law enforcement is busy working. The police is busy working. Even Ketla Sitole was fired. The SNF people were trying to just disorganize movements that are trying to just distract every good that comes out of our government. Our presidents are not perfect, but they're trying. We keep on hitting them like this. They will just, you know what, we don't care. So y'all suffer. So how do you want to be helped when you have no respect for others? You have no respect for the same mama that you bring to the marches, the same children, is the same mamas and the same children you are removing off the pavement selling vegetables. No, come on, man. I know a lie, but that one is just, come on, man. What are you doing? So what do you want? Just tell the people what you want. Because South Africa is big. You can't save them all, man. We have heard of stories, Idi Amin, they came, Mugabe was here, Julius is here, Zuma was here, Mbeki was here, Ramaphosa is here, Dudula is coming. So what is your agenda? Because everyone has their agenda. Triple C is here. ZANU-PF is still here. Africans will remain Africans. Black will remain black. You gotta love the skin you're born in. You gotta admire your people. You gotta believe in your people. You gotta believe we are one thing, so that when we start to move, to fix and progress things, we do it together. So I'm sorry, I can never love, support, or want to stand next to Dudula, because it separates something that I was born to help mend. So no, I'm sorry. So you support that, you do it. And I'm sure. Some of course, our children, our grandchildren, we will not be here. We are here. But not our grandchildren, our children, they will go soon. What happens to the grandchildren of the good South Africans? We will need them as well, because it's their people. Why are you taking the privilege of Africans loving one another just because you want it to yourself? Who deserves a right to get all people to follow them, even if they're crazy and insane? If I'm going crazy and insane, should I get y'all to follow me? If I'm going crazy and insane, should I get y'all to follow me? Why should we follow a separation of our people? So no. Nomandlovu is a South African lady. Took out insurance, wrongfully lied to the state, to the system. Got a family killed for money. Black people, we love money. Same dude killed 7 members in his family. As those thugs there were caught trying to steal the CIT. And the law enforcement did their work. We don't feel sorry for people who do wrong. South African people, our people, be it you black, you white, you Indian, never, never, ever go on the side of wrong. Even if it's your son, your daughter, your brother, your mother, your father doing it, don't accept it. When they're done doing wrong there, they're gonna just do wrong just in the street that you're living in, if it's not the house you're in. We need a better Africa than this. So if the world is falling apart, how about we unite Africa? You see what's happening in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia. You know, I share my condolences to all the people dying out there. I'm not gonna talk like I know that story very much. I know about this Dudula thing here in Africa. I'm separating our people. One thing you know, and this can lead to even war out here. Africans fighting one another over what? We're all gonna die out here, man. Allow other generations to merge with other generations to be happy. That's our job, to create a path. If there will be a generation, let it have a chance. Don't dislocate our people. Hate me all you want, but I can never support evil. I can never support wrong. I can never support movements that I can see clearly that they're separating black people. Why did apartheid end then? Why did colonization end then? Someone will ask, was there a point actually to colonize us because we just hate? So we're distractful. We see no beauty. Is it really? Is that who we are? I don't think so. There's some people out there. So we need to call out wrong for wrong. Have love in the heart. Self-love. It starts in the home. When you go out there, find yourself. Find the right company. Find the right friends. The right people to mingle with. No, this hate. Hate gets no one nowhere. Just remember that. And there's always, take care of Africa. It's very important to take care of Africa. We're beautiful together. Don't let future havoc and confusion misalign your spiritual conscience of seeing wrong from right, right from wrong.